What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Regan Collection. It's Grayson here. We have the Corvette Z06 2023. Got the hood up. So today we are going to be putting a brand new hood on the Corvette. Now I am going to show you how to put this hood on, but I don't know if I'll film it on camera. I might just do it off camera, but I will be putting this OEM hood back on because I don't want to keep the new hood on it and risk getting chips in it, because I want to get the other hood PPF'd. So we'll be taking this hood off and I'll be showing you how to put the other one on. Now it's really simple. There's 2 bolts under there, 2 bolts under there, and then these little bumpers here. As you can see, I have 2 towels laid down like so, just so, you know, if the hood comes off, or we don't want to mess up the bodywork of the car or even hit the windshield at all. So I'll be doing this with my buddy and kind of showing you the unboxing of the hood, which is over there in that big box, and kind of how to put it on. This is my first time actually really ever doing any work on a car like that's something like this. I know you want to make sure those bolts when you put the new hood on are going to be loose, like these ones here. You want those to be loose when you're putting the new hood on, so you can align it and make sure it fits perfectly down here, and tighten it kind of as you go. Those are 13mm socket wrench, and this right here is going to be a 10mm. Looks actually really simple to do. I've heard it takes about 30 to 45 minutes, so not terrible. But we'll check it out and see how it goes. Let's get into it. All right, so we got our hood off right here, as you can see. Just had to get that box off there, and now we will get the bubble wrapping off and see how it looks. All right, so we have got everything unboxed. We have the hood right here. I'll hold it up for you. It's actually really, really light, obviously, because it's full carbon fiber. So here's the hood. Really, really nice. Looks good. Just hoping that it fits, which it should. But, so we got that. It just came with a bunch of tape and a bunch of wrapping and bubble wrap. So you kind of just have to take a knife and make sure you cut carefully, cut all the tape off. And now I'll be showing you how to take these bolts off. These shipping bolts, you don't want to use those. You want to use the OEM bolts that come on the car. So let me show you that. So as we see, we got the bolts right here. You're just going to take a little 13mm. They shouldn't be too tight. And then you should just be able to unscrew them with your hand if you don't get a splinter like I just did. Yeah, probably best to use this thing no matter how loose they get. So you just want to keep going all the way till they're loose enough to where you don't get a splinter. These bolts are actually really long. So there's one. Now we'll get this one. Let's see, there we go. Perfect. So now that we got this one off, we'll go and do the other side, and it's basically the same as this. Now these bolts, I think, yeah, so these bolts here, these are for the trunk latch. These you can just quickly unscrew with your hands. Make sure you keep the bolts too, I would, just in case. And unscrew, and just like that. So I'm going to go do the other side, but it's literally the exact same as this side. And these you should just be able to unscrew with your fingers. Also, this hood is from Street Hunter, as we can see here. So they said this is actually the C8 hood, and we have the C8 Z06, but it should be able to fit. Now we have our bumpers. So you just want to kind of unscrew these like that. Super easy. They just screw into here just like so. So just unscrew them. Should be 2 on each side. Super easy. Alright, so now we're taking off the hood latch. You're just going to take them off one by one just like this and place them somewhere where you won't forget them. I'm just placing them in the hood right now. Seems to be the easiest. And they come off just like that. Want to make sure you're holding this piece here too, just in case it falls. So now I have this on. I'm going to transfer this over onto the carbon fiber hood in a second. I want to take this hood off first. We'll do this probably after we already put the carbon fiber hood on. Might be easier that way, but we'll check it out. All right, so we got all the bolts on. You want to leave them kind of loose. Now we're going to try and practice to close the hood, and that's when you want to do your aligning. So we got our 13 millimeter here. Just gonna look kind of where it falls. Actually looks terrible. All right, now as you can see, we got the hood on. This took a lot of time, not to put on, but to align. Now, let me tell you guys something. If you ever order an aftermarket piece, doesn't matter what it is, 99% of the time, it will not fit perfect. Each part that comes from factory OEM is made specifically for your car. You know, this hood, it fits well, really well. But does it fit as good as that one? No. But you know, you're gonna have that problem with every aftermarket part that you put on your car. But basically, we got these bolts down here. We got the bumpers in here. We got the hatch bolts in here. That was the hardest, honestly. This was the hardest. Got, more bumpers, more down there. So I'm going to flip the camera around and kind of show you guys what the alignment looks like. I actually think it looks pretty good based on how I did it. But another thing to remember too is if you want it perfect, it won't be perfect. If you hear, it's not perfect, right? And you're like, okay, I can make it to change it and get a little bit perfect. I just spent 15 minutes on this. This was really good. Just spent 15 minutes on this trying to make it absolutely perfect, and it didn't happen. So I'm right back to where I started. Just know everything will be good, nothing will be perfect. But let me show you guys the alignment. But let me show you that alignment now. So like I said, nothing's going to be perfect. The right side has maybe, half a centimeter of a bigger gap than the left side does. And, nothing's going to be perfect, but it looks stunning. It fits with the lift or the lip, carbon fiber lip, fits with the wheels, looks really good. I'm going to have it PPF'd soon. And, when I open it, it doesn't make, it makes a little bit louder sound. So I'm going to show you guys the hood, turn on the flashlight for you so you guys can see all the carbon and let me know what you guys think. So here's the hood. Looks really, really good. Especially with the carbon fiber lip and the carbon fiber wheels. Looks really, really good. So we got the key here. So it doesn't sound great. I'm going to have my guy who's doing the PPF try and play with it around a bit. But we don't really open the trunk, or we don't open the frunk for really anything. Just the trunk in the back for the hood. But it goes really well with the carbon fiber hood too as well. As we can see here. And the carbon fiber duck wing. But looks really, really good. Like I said, it makes a little bit of a weird noise. And let me show you guys that alignment. But super easy. 1, 2. There we go. Right there. Looks really good. Definitely going to be one of the, how do I say this? Rarer C8s out there because there's so many of them. But, we got Z06 and it's got the carbon fiber everywhere, carbon fiber mirror caps. I think it's a really nice accent to this car. I was thinking about doing a wing, but the hood alone was really expensive, so we're gonna kind of hold off for the wing right now. But I'm gonna get that PPF. There's a stain in the back from a flag. If you guys haven't seen that video, you should check it out. It's titled "I Messed Up" because I put a flag on it and it left some residue with the suction cup. But I'm probably gonna fix that. It's noticeable, but not too noticeable. I was gonna wrap it, but you don't see many white Z06s with the carbon everywhere, and the white really makes the carbon pop, especially on the interior as well. So, hold off on the wrap. If I want to wrap it later on, then I will. But right now, we're just gonna get focused on that, getting PPF. But yeah, it looks really good. I got the other hood over there. Got this beauty right here as always. Actually taking that out soon for an upcoming video, of course. But yeah, that's really all I got to say about it. Like I said, it's a little bit loud when I'm opening it up. That's what I would say my biggest issue is when I open it up, it makes that like really loud noise, which means it's not unlatching smoothly. So I'm going to have my guy that does the PPF gonna try and check it out a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I think it really complements the car and looks really good, especially with the roof and the mirror caps and the wheels and the wing. So I want you guys to let me know what you think of how it looks. And I got this from Street Hunter USA for the C8, but you get any C8 hood, it should all fit on the Z06. But pretty good material. Looks good. There are other options, like cheaper options. You can get the only exposed on the outside, whereas this one's exposed underneath as well. I mean, it doesn't really matter because you're not really, nobody's really going to see the inside anyways, but it makes it super light. This hood was like extremely light. Was it lighter than that one, honestly? Because now that I think about it, I don't even know. I mean, maybe a little bit lighter, but if you want weight reduction, I mean, changing the hood's not going to do anything. This is purely just a look standpoint. But let me know what you guys think. And I know my installing process wasn't great, not full in depth, but you unscrew. There will be 2 bolts here, 2 bolts here, 2 bolts here for the latch. You want 2 hands. Make sure you line it up. It's going to be very frustrating, or at least it was for me. If you guys have some tools, maybe you should measure it before. I didn't. I purely just went off of unscrew, put new hood on, screw on. Um, yeah, that's kind of it for today's video, and thank you for watching our Regan channel. Again, I'm Grayson. Thank you so much. You guys are helpful in any way that like, subscribe, comment, share, whatever you can do to try and get our channel out there. And we just started. We have tons of videos to come. I have a bunch of ideas, and we want to welcome you guys to the community. And if you have friends that like cars, or anyone that's really a car enthusiast, let them know about our channel. I try and upload a video at least once a week, and I try and upload a short at least once a day. So I will see you guys on the next one.